in your water bottle. You're going to need a towel because in case you're sweating or in case you don't have a mat. All right. We have my hand sanitizer for me, just in case, you never know. Other than that, we're going to get started. Give yourself a good half an hour to 45 minutes from here on forward. We're going to start with a warm-up. I will give you modifications. And again, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you everybody for being super patient today. And Saturday, we're having a 7 a.m. yoga class, and I'm probably going to do the same thing. I will be sharing a link 10 minutes prior to both of the websites, as well as anybody who's not on those websites for Success Fitness or Royal Roads Recreation Center. You can always email me, successfitness@shaw.ca, and I can help forward those links to you. So let's get going. Runners are a good option. Somebody's asked me, well, can I not do this barefoot? And honestly, I feel that you will have way better grip. It's way safer. So I would prefer if you do wear runners. All right. So let's get started with the warm up. And what we're going to start doing is we call this an inchworm with a various levels. So you're going to have your legs nice and straight. So are you guys all ready? I think you're ready. Are we ready? Working in Germany. Oh, hello, Germany. Hi, Caroline. All right, we're all here. Awesome. Okay, let's get this going. All right, legs nice and straight. We're going to get your feet. We don't want them too close, so just get them a little bit further apart. We're going to do a nice and stretch the back of the legs. Don't worry about if you're not that flexible yet. We're going to get you mobile. So let's give you a nice little stretch coming down. As you're coming down, you can either bend your knees a little bit with it. And we're going to walk you forward into a plank position. Belly button pulls in. Anybody who comes to my classes knows this is one of my favorite moves. We're going to come all the way back. Keep your legs straight if you can. And rolling it back up. All right, let's do this again. All the way down. Walking it out into that plank position. If this is difficult for you to come back like this, bend your knees, walk it back in, and rolling it up. All right, are you with me? Down we go. So if you're coming into this class a little bit late, hi, I'm Sonia the Daisy. If you've never done my classes before, you'll get a little taster today. We do not need equipment for this today. We just need your body weight. We're gonna need water, and you're good to go. If you have any suggestions on classes you'd like to see, we will be happy to accommodate some of them. Certain ones I might not be able to do. I do not have a poll, so I'm not doing that. But there's other things that we can adapt to, and don't ever trust my counting. When I say do 10, we might do 12. Well, nevertheless, though, so on the end of the day, honestly, it's only your benefit. Let's do a couple more. Good. Let's do one more. Keep your back nice and straight, nice and flat. Keep yourself nice and strong. Back into that plank position. Now from here, I want you to drop to the knees. We're going to get your hands about the width of your mat. If you don't have a mat, maybe a little bit wider than your shoulders. You're going to pull that belly button in. Your core is going to be nice and strong. And all I would like you to do from here is doing push-ups. And the reason why I'm starting on my knees is just because we're just warming up. So we're going to go all the way down and all the way up. If that's still too hard for you, come in a little bit closer. If you want to make it harder, come right up on your toes. All right, give me 10. 1, 2, 3. And again, I said vulnerable, right? So here I am on my knees. Why? I don't have a very good back to do a lot of toe push-ups. So I actually prefer being on my knees because it actually does work better with my form. See, took a pause there. Can't seem to multitask. 2 more. No idea where I am. 1 more. And time. Good job. Now I got a cheat sheet. All right, we're going to do a plank Spider-Man. So from here, we're going to take one leg to the outside of that one arm, pressing your knee towards your shoulder, and then taking it back into your plank position. If that's hard, to drop one knee down as you're taking it into that stretch, then come back into the plank. All right, so let's do 10. 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and back. 6, right, modification. 7, or if you can't go as far, 8, 9, one more, 10. Good job. Come on up. Roll your shoulders out. You should already feel a little bit warmer, right? We're going to come into the standing position. Don't come up too quick because otherwise you're going to get dizzy. We're going to do reverse lunges. So we're going to step back. Depending on your knee health, your knee strength, don't go too deep. We're going to come down into that lunge. I'm going to take the left leg is forward. Your right arm is going to reach up and across. Coming back out of it. Step back forward. Step the opposite leg back. Hold the lunge. Reaching it up. Coming back down. Stepping it in. So from the side angle, ready? Down we go. Reach. Down. And up. All right. Down we go. Reach. And up. So let's pick this up a little bit in pace. So down. Reach. And up. Down. Reach. And up. Down. Whoop. Forward. Volleyball. See? This is the real thing. The real deal. All the fitness instructors see behind these things. Where it's like, I got perfect balance. One more. Reach. And release. We're going to hold it right here. Feet go a little bit wider than hip width. So hips being right here. Hip width a little bit wider just to the outside of your hip bones. Hands right in front of you. Squat down. Again, squat down as low as you can. Pressing it back up. When we're squatting, I want you to sit back in that chair. Watch those knees. Not going past your toes. Power it up. All right? 10 times. Ready? Down. Push. 2. Press. 3. Press, right? Notice we're a little bit more picking up the speed here. 5. I didn't want to scare you away. So I always start nice and slow, and then people go, oh, this is not so bad. And then I start picking it up, but then you can't leave. 2 more. 1 more. And done. Good job. We're going to go down into a downward dog. So we're going to come up on all fours, hands underneath your shoulders, get a little bit of that arch in that lower back, tuck your toes under. We're going to come up, downward dog. Coming down, walk your hands forward, up dog. Okay? So that's level 1. Level 2, we're going to go downward dog, up dog. Downward dog, up dog. All right, so you decide. Downward dog, up dog. Yeah? Downward dog, up dog. Good job. Keep going. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. Pressing into the palms of your hands. Push your tailbone up to the ceiling. Last one. We're going to drop to the knees and sit back into a child's pose. Give yourself a little stretch to the lats. Stretching those arms forward as far as you can. All right, again, we're going to slowly come back up. Anybody who comes to my classes, what's my favorite exercise? It got to be burpees. We can do all kinds of variations, but for the warm-up purpose, we're just going to do a regular burpee. So all I'd like you to do, step forward. We're going to hop back or step back. So level 1 here, step back, come back in, reaching it up. Level 2. All right, again, you decide. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give you all different ways. 5, 6. Now what I also do with my lower back, I can go wider, and it's actually more comfortable on my lower back and then jump back more narrow. Now you're like, I'm too ahead. Come on, Sonia, move it. 2. Let's do 1 more. And time. Whew. How are we doing? You get a little warmer? Let's take one leg back. Press your hip forward, shoulders down and back. Get a little bit of that stretch in those hip flexors. And breathe. So I figure if I do, 3-4 classes a day like this, I'll be in like my top shape. And so could you be. There's no way I can do that. So you can contact me if you want to do some one-on-one personal training via Skype or FaceTime. worked really well in the last couple of weeks. So a lot of just adjusting to do. Hands go behind. We're gonna open up the chest. So squeeze the shoulder blades. Nice deep breathing, get all that oxygen in. And rolling it out. All right. If you haven't had water yet, we want to take some water in. All right. I definitely need some. Lateral lunges with a tap. We're going to step down to the side, tapping the floor if you can. If that's too low for you, just tap your knee and then pressing it up. We're going to do it by minute because it works better that way. But if I'm lagging, then that way we're not all counting, right? So 1 minute. Ready? Tap it down, press it up. 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 We're going to do this for 1 minute. Then we're going to take a 15-second breather, and then we're going to move straight into the next exercise. So again, the alternatives here is not to go as low, right? You can keep your hands here and step it out as far as you feel comfortable. You should still keep that heart rate coming up, right? That's what we want here. 20 more seconds. Down and press. Good. Down and press. Awesome. Keep going. Push it up. And press. Woo! Loving this, hey? 5 more seconds. Oh yeah. 1 more. And time. Shake it out. 15-second recovery. Legs go a little bit wider. We're going to do a squat and hop. If that's too hard, squat and reach. Okay, so again, you decide, ready, set, and go. Squat, hop. Low impact, you're right here. Okay, and press. And press. And press. Awesome work. Exhale out, squeezing it up. And push. And push. And push. Do the best you can. If you can't reach the floor, just have a potential floor, right? So we have a little bit higher up and press. Good. And press. You should be feeling this, especially in your cardio, right? Another thing that we all need to do, where are we at these days? We need to get outside. We need to take a walk, right? Social distancing for sure, but you do need to be out there. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, shake it out. Plie. Notice all legs. Don't worry, we'll get to the upper body too. Plie, toes around. We don't want your knees to go past your toes, shoulders down and back. So keep everything nice and upright. You can have your hands in front of your chest. And we're going to plie it. So dig in with the heels, low as you can, power it up. Low as you can, let's go. Right? Don't watch me. If you have time right now to type a message, that's not a good thing. That means you're not working hard enough. So I can't right now. I can see that there's still comments coming in, but I can't read them, right? And so you need to do the work. I'll give you a break after this one more exercise. Good, keep going. There's 30 seconds, pressing the heels. Careful, right? Into a plie, what we don't want is this, right? So we want to keep that upper body nice and upright and press. So sometimes if I stop, but it's a minute exercise, I want you to keep going. Don't stop because I stop, right? And that again explains we are all at different levels. Sometimes one of us needs to stop because we are thirsty. Some of us, it's just we need to rest, right? So you take a rest when you need to. 2, last one, and 1. Good. Active rest, which I laugh about, because it's not really ever a rest. I don't even know what that word means. So hands behind your ears, double bicycle. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Lower impact, you're here. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, ready, and go. You've already started, I'm sorry, but just think, you know, just getting a few extra seconds in. So the key here is, I want you to really lift from the shoulders. Upper abdominals are working here. Press into it. Think about lifting more from your shoulders, right? So if you've been coming to my classes, you hear me say certain things quite a bit. And it's because I see, keep going, don't you stop. I see it happening all the time. So a lot of people will make the same mistakes, so you're not the only one. So when I say it more frequently, it just means that I see it very often, right? So it doesn't just apply to that one particular person. So keep going, you're almost there. See, I just needed a break, that's all. That's how I cheat, when I pretend that I have something to say. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, let's grab some water. We're gonna do that whole segment one more time, and then we're gonna move into the upper body. Are you ready for that? So everybody had an extra 5 minutes at the beginning, so you shouldn't need a lot of breaks. So we're gonna get into our second round. What we started with was the alternating lunges. I'm not going to take any breaks in between now. We're gonna move through the next 4 positions very quickly. Are you ready? Set, and go. Tap it, and up. Tap it, and up. So again, we're doing 1 whole minute, right? So again, these videos, I believe, don't quote me on this, because I don't really know what I'm doing yet, are saved afterwards, which means that you will have access to this particular workout after we're done. And these videos will only get better. We're going to work on the little flaws and the little challenges. And as we go, it'll get better. And the quality will get better. And obviously with these pre-made links, that didn't quite work today. So I think what we'll do is we'll post the next class on our Facebook groups. We'll share it however we can to others. And then we'll just click on that link when we go live. 2 more. Good. Last one. And time. Good. We're going to hold it right here. Shake it out. We're going to do squat jumps. Legs go a little bit wider. 15-second breather, right? Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ready? Down and up. Or take it low impact. You don't have to hop if you don't want to. Okay, get that heart going. We need to get it pumping. Okay, so I don't know if my dad is there or not, but if you are, I love you. Papa, ich liebe dich. All right, pressing it up. Push it. And press. Good work. We've got 30 more seconds. I know my daughter is there. I love you. And press. And push. I know her boyfriend is there. I love you too. And press. And push. Good work. Squeezing it up. 15 seconds. Good. We got this. How are we feeling through this? Right? It gets a little tiring, but just don't worry. This is your last set of these crazinesses. Is that even a word? I don't think that's a word. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Toes come out a little bit wider. Plie squat, hands to the front, shoulders down and back. As I mentioned before, I ease you into it slow, and then we just pick it up. 4, 3, 2, ready, go. Press into the heels. What we're after is your adductors, the inner thighs. We want your upper body as upright as you can, right? So that we have good form, good technique, and power. And power. Make sure you're breathing. Go on. I sure hope I get to see all those comments afterwards, because if they disappeared, I'll be really sad. And push. So I'm probably going to stay live for a while and read them and make funny faces and squeeze and be entertaining to myself. That's the part that's weird right now, because I can't really talk to you. I'm talking all to myself. And press. And push. So my neighbors can't look through the window because they will probably go, what is she doing? But mind you, is anything normal right now? 15 seconds. Push into the heels. Press it through. Come on, 10 more seconds. Then we're back to our active rest. For your bicycle crunches. 4, 3, 2, and time. Awesome. Let's go right down onto your back. Bicycle crunch. Level 1, level 2, right? Level 1, you're right here. Level 2, you're right here. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And press, and press, and press. Good job. Whoo. Go, 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 go. Well, the good thing is I don't have to do my workout today. I'm doing it right now. This is good. And press. Good work. So again, remember lifting from the shoulder. Don't stop. Keep going. lifting from the shoulders, right? So if you need to take it down a notch, and you do need to take it into a lower level. Notice how I clamp my hands behind my head. I'm not doing this. I'm loosening my fingers, right? So I'm not yanking on my neck. A lot of people will complain. They kind of go, my neck hurts with this one. It's like just gently grab it, caress it, tuck the chin slightly in, and push it in and down. Press it up and down, right? 2, 2. I'm watching the time, don't worry. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Whoo, all right, let's have some water. Now, of course, everybody who does my classes never trusts me on my time either. Mind you, I can't really lie with a stopwatch, but somehow nobody ever believes me when I say, no, seriously, it's not been a minute yet. All right, well, we're good? Okay, we are gonna move a little bit more into the upper body. I'm gonna leave those legs alone. Today's a little bit of a teaser, and it's a little bit of a practice run. Again, if there's certain things that you would like to see upcoming, let me know. So we're gonna go into an elbow plank, and we're gonna do a hip dip. So again, I'm gonna give you 2 choices. So elbow plank, we can do right from here, and I want you to dip the hip and dip the hip. If that's too hard, drop to the knees, hip the dip, dip the hip, and back to the center. All right, so we're gonna start with that one. Then we're gonna come up onto a high plank position, and we're gonna go in and in, out, in, and we're gonna do a little push up in there. So I'm not gonna go too far ahead of myself, because otherwise I'm just gonna sit here and talk and you're not moving. So again, we're doing this 1 minute because it's much easier, because then I can help you and give you as many pointers and modifications as you want. Get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, plank, and go. Dip it and center. What we don't want to see here is this. Okay, so try that nice neutral position and press. As I said, if this is difficult, just drop to the knees and dip. If you have a lower back sensitivity, you might even just want to stay here, right? Don't forget to just not arch it here. Pull that belly button in, press everything up, dip and up, dip and up, or on those toes, down and up. Come on, try to challenge yourself. Even if you do a 4 or so on your toes, and then you have to drop to the knees and do a few more. We got 20 more seconds. Hang in there. Belly button pulls in. Keep it nice and strong. Good. Push through it. You're so close. 10 more seconds. And press. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and time. Whew. All right. We're going to push ourselves up. This time we're going to go into a hand plank. So a high plank. So we're going to be right here. I would suggest starting this on your knees. If anybody's watching this right now and doing, not just watching, you can also do this on your toes. But unfortunately today, that is not where I'm going to go with this. But maybe in a month from now, I'll be there too. So we're going to hold it right here. We're going to walk your hands in. So what this is going to look like is you're going to go in, out, out, in, out, out. All right. But we're going to do the in, out, out. We're going to do that 2 times, and then we're going to do 3 push-ups. All right. So hold it right here. Ready? Out, out, 1, and in. Out, out, 2, and in. Out, out, hold. 3 push-ups. 2, 1. Hold it here. In, out, out. Ready? In, out, out. In. Now hold the out. 3 push-ups. And hold. Ready? In and out. In, out, out. In, out, out. Hold it. 3 push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. In and out. In. Take a break when you need to. 1 more. Hold it wide. Push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's do it again. In, out, out. In, out, out. 3 push-ups. Come on, it's your last one. 3, 2, 1. Woo. So push-ups can be really hard on people's wrists. It can be really hard on people's shoulders. So if you have a set of dumbbells, sometimes that will work underneath your hands. But I will, as we progress with these classes, I will give you more choices and we'll sort of see what the comments are saying, what people are looking for. All right, we're gonna lie on your belly. Arms fully extended. We're gonna go into a small, tiny Superman. So our feet come up, our arms come up. Once you're lifted, we're gonna do a lat pull down. So what I'd like you to do is you're gonna pull those elbows towards your hips and then pressing it back up. And then pressing it down and extending it back up. Keep your legs lifted, all right? So it's gonna look just like this, squeeze and release, all right? Ready, set, and go. And again, my apologies for anybody who's already started. It's better for you anyway, it's all good. All right, so while we're in this position, what are we feeling? We're feeling our lower back being engaged. Keep going, while I'm talking, you're still going, right? While we're in this position, we're engaging our lower back. Our glutes are squeezed, so we're actually using our lower body as well. Our arms are going to be extended, and I really want you to think about pulling in with those back muscles, all right? So keep going. You got 30 more seconds. If your lower back gets tired, lower your legs. Lower your upper body a little bit more if it gets too hard, okay? So try to find a position that you find challenging, but you don't want to have any discomfort. And that brings me to, if there's any point that you feel pain, you're going to need to stop, right? We need to make sure that you feel comfortable with all this, and at any point, take a breather. You can always message me and kind of go, hey, when I'm doing this particular exercise, I'm not quite sure why I'm feeling this. And then maybe I can give you some ideas on that as well. All right, we're going to be lying on your back. And what are we doing now? Oh, yeah, right. All right, we're going to have our feet straight up to the ceiling. What I'd like you to do is get your head up, get your shoulders pulled in so that your upper abdominals are holding you in position and your lower back is nice and safe. Hands behind your head. Keep it right here. We're going to lower your legs as low as you feel comfortable. For some of us, that's right here, and then lifting it up. For some of you, it might be here and lifting it up. Ready? And go. So go as low as you feel comfortable, come right back up. Now let's say you have a weaker lower back like myself. I can only do so many of these, right? So what I'm actually going to do is I move from this to an easier level, and I'm going to go down and lift. But what you're going to notice, the more your shoulders lift, the more support that lower back has, okay? So really keep those shoulders lifted as we're doing this exercise. Now again, one of the things that I tend to do is not look at the clock. So of course I have no idea where we're at, so we're gonna call it another 20 seconds. How's that? And again, down and lift, down and lift. Keep those shoulders lifted, down and lift, right? For some of us, we might even need a little wedge underneath your bum, but what happens here is that now it can actually get quite stressful on the neck. Let's do one more. Oh, yes. And done. Good. Back to the front. We're going to come right down on your elbows. You're still with me, right? We're going to tuck your toes under. We're going to do a dolphin plank. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to come up into a downward dog, essentially, on your elbows, pressing those heels down, and then you're going to come down into a plank. So we need that placement of your arms somewhere that you're comfortable. You might need a little bit more cushioning underneath your elbows to make this happen. All right, so ready? Dolphin, get your head through the arms, then come down, plank. All right, again, dolphin and plank. When you're doing the dolphin, I really want you to lift it, that your bum comes right up. Again, don't stop. Just because I'm stopping, that doesn't mean you're stopping. All right, so plank, down, and dolphin. Plank down. When you do the dolphin, just remember to press those heels a little bit towards the floor if you can, and back down. And again, pressing the heels down if you can, and back down. All right, so using your core, press, and back down. And again, press, and back down. Don't stop yet. We got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. All right. We're going to go back onto your hands, High plank position. We're going to do an alternating high plank into a side plank. So you're going to pivot. When we're pivoting, you're going to go to the side of your shoes, lifting it up, coming back down, switching it, lifting it up. This is too difficult. Drop your back knee, the bottom knee, not the back knee, and back up. Dropping it down and back up. If you find this very hard on your wrists, right, it hurts in here, what you can do is dropping it down instead to your elbows. Okay, and then stack them and lift them. And again, stack them and lift them. And again, 15 seconds and lift. Down and lift. Down and lift. Let's do one more. And lift. Good. And release. All right, we're going to do that whole segment. My hair's falling apart. We're going to do that whole segment one more time. And we get to stretch. So this time, we're going to go through it fairly quick. All right, so no stopping. We're going to go one exercise to the next, and we're going to finish it up hard. So we got about 7-8 minutes. You can do this. All right, we're going to start with an elbow plank, hip dip. All right, so down we go. Did you have your water? Or should I wait? I think you're good. All right, elbows underneath your shoulders. Knees come up if you can, or down. Hip dips, 1 minute, and go. Down and lift. Down and lift. Down and lift. Lower level on your knees. See, when your brain says something and you're saying something else, all of a sudden my mind doesn't work quite right. And again, down and lift. Down and lift. Down and lift. Keep going. Keep going. Just gonna look at a couple of these comments while you keep doing that, all right? Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, we are still rock and rolling. We're 40 minutes in, but technically not really, because we cheated on those first 5. Good thing I logged in 10 minutes early. Whoo, keep going. Keep going. All right. Oh, I see. On breaks and all kinds of stuff here. Keep going. You're almost there. Come on, 10 more seconds. I swear, I'm not lying on your time. Push into it. Press into it. On your toes. And done. Good. Onto your hands. High plank position. We're going to go in, out, out, or on your knees. You decide. All right? Ready? Not quite. Let me give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and go. In, out, out. One more. In, out, out. Push up for 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready? In, out, out. In, out, out. Push up for 3. 2, 1. Keep going. In, out, out. In, out, out. Push up. 3. This is too fast for you. Slow it down, right? So you have the ability to do what you need to adjust to this. And again, down for 3, 2, 1. In and out. Come on. 20 more seconds. Hold it. Down and up. 2, 1. In and out. Let's go. Whoo. And again, push-ups for 3. This is your last one. Come on, 2 more. Oh, yes, and sit right back into it. Give yourself a nice long stretch through the lats, right? So these guys right here, into that lower back, lying on your belly, Superman, lat pull downs. Are you ready? Set and go. Pull. 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 Keep those legs lifted as you can. Keep those glutes engaged. Get that lower back engaged. Don't stop. Keep going. Just because I'm stopping doesn't mean you have to. Keep it going. Pull into it. How are we making out? See, the great thing is that I have to still wear clothes, but you really don't have to. So you can be in your privacy of your own home right now. You can be as comfortable as you possibly can. Nobody would ever know, right? But when I'm Skyping my clients, I actually get to see their space now in their house. So it's a little different, 15 seconds. And that's exactly where we're at. We're different. Let's think positive. It's just different. We'll bring the better out in us. Good job. Squeeze. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, whoo, and release. Good job. I'm going to be lying on your back. Legs go straight up to the ceiling. Again, we can do both legs in the same time or alternating. So completely up to you. Lift it into that crunch position. Ready, set, and go. As low as you can. Power it up. You have a weaker lower back. Lift it from here. If that's still too hard, bend your knees. And pick it up. And pick it up. And pick it up. Are you guys all drinking enough water? I notice that I'm not really as good with this these days. You'd think being at home that you'd be more aware, but I find myself not drinking nearly enough and not running from place to place. So it's definitely been a lot different. So my routine has changed and now I gotta adapt. So it's definitely a bit of a challenge there. Keep going. We got 15 seconds. Keep that belly button pulled in. Keep going. Keep going. Whoo, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. We're going to come back to the front. We're going to be right down on your elbows again. We're going to do that dolphin plank again. So tuck your toes under. Make sure we're not here, right? So we're going to arch a little bit more through that lower back. We're going to lift up into your dolphin. Ready? Up we go. Then come down into the plank. Dolphin and plank. And I can hear you right now. Probably Michelle is going to say, Sonia, are you looking at the clock? I am. I swear I was. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. I'm horrible when it comes to time. I just get going, I start, and then I have no idea where we're at. Keep going. Don't stop. Again, just because I'm stopping doesn't mean you are stopping. Keep pushing through it. Just adjusting myself. All right, keep going. Up and plank. Up and plank. Your head should always be neutral in the plank. You don't want to be way down here or way up here. Right? So the rule of thumb with exercises is to stay, keep going, to stay always joined over joined over joined, whatever that means. So when we're doing bicep curl, when we're doing a squat, we always want to make sure our joints are being protected. Keep going. Don't stop. Good. Squeeze it. Whew. 2 more. And 1. Good. Shake it out. We got one last exercise. We're going to do those alternating side planks. Let's drop into the elbows. What I like to do is I stagger them just like this. All right. On your knees or on your toes. Opening it up. Pivoting it over. Ready? And go. And over. And over. Need a little bit more help? Drop that bottom knee. Drop that bottom knee. Good job, everybody. You're doing awesome. So wherever you are, how lucky are we that we have internet to do this, right? How lucky are we that our bodies are capable of doing this? Keep going, right? So what boosts our immune system? 30 minutes of activity every day. You need to get that immune system up and running, right? So this is a time where we really need to think about that. Almost there. Keep going. Pressing it up. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good job. Woo, how are we feeling? I'm warm. So let's get your one leg out for a nice little stretch. So when we're doing a hamstring stretch, we want to get this one in. We're going to flex your toes towards your shins. We're going to reach for that toe. And we're just going to give it a little tiny bit of a pull. I don't want you forcing it, okay? How is that? You guys did amazing. What we need to remember is stretching, right? Stretching is a big part of this. I feel that we don't do enough of that as is, and some of us maybe have a little bit more time on our hands these days, that maybe, doing a class that's a little bit more vigorous, and then maybe focusing a little more on your stretches, right? And doing something a little bit less high intense. Go for a walk outside. Let's switch it over. A nice way of being a little bit more grounded is also going outside and doing some mindful walking, where we're just in the moment and just appreciating the things that we have. And that's the only way that we can move forward right now. Lots of uncertainties right now, but we all will get through it. We are strong, and we will only going to get stronger. And again, I really, really appreciate whoever came today to this class. We're going to have our feet come towards the inner thigh. We're going to drop those knees down. Some of us have a little more flexibility here. I certainly don't. So if you don't worry about it. We're going to lean gently forward so long you feel that stretch in those adductors. That's what we want. I'm going to drop those knees just slightly, leaning slightly forward. What we don't want to do is this, right? So just staying upright. If you need to grab just the ankles, that's totally fine too, right? So dropping those knees out. So again, our next class is going to be Saturday at 7 a.m. It's going to be live. I will send the link out and maybe go even live 15 minutes prior so everybody has time to set up. You're not going to need equipment again. You're just going to need your mat. And it's going to be a decreaser for stress type yoga. So it's going to be very mellow. Give yourself again 45 minutes. And if there's any other classes that you may like to see, we're definitely open to suggestions on that as well. But we have a schedule right now that we had put up, but those links will probably not be valid. And I'd rather not have it be stressed out in the last minute. So now we know better. Cross those legs, nice and upright. We're going to take opposite hand to opposite knee. This hand is going to support you. I'm going to gently rotate, looking over your shoulder. Right, so looking right behind you. Nice deep breath in and exhale out. There's a lot of you that have that live close by me. Some of you have taken my classes several different ways: spinning classes, boxing classes, cardio kickboxing. You have done boot camps with me, and you know that I will always offer you a lot of variety. So we don't necessarily do a class the same way ever, and but you can, because this class was probably recorded, so you could totally do this class again. So this time around, you can. And release. All right, we're going to take those hands in front, push those palms away, reaching it up for your last stretch. This is a nice little good morning stretch. Right, moving those shoulders around a little bit, pressing it back more if you can. If that's hard for you, we can always hold it right here, but try to get it stretched out as much as we can, leaning back. Good, and then releasing those shoulders down, rolling the shoulders out. Awesome, really appreciate coming for you to come today. I'm thankful to Patty for, now I can't even see, now I can't even talk. The rec center to put this on. Thanks, Patty. And really appreciate everybody coming from all over the world, apparently. If my dad is there, liebe dich, Papa, Dankeschön, Gisela, Dankeschön, Caroline, Dankeschön. So I have a few of my family members that are here. Good for you. I have many, many friends on here, and hopefully I make a lot of new ones. As you know, I'm super social and a butterfly, so I love chatting, so this is actually a really hard time for me. And but anyways, having that said, have a fantastic day, and I'll be seeing you on Saturday, and then I'll be seeing you again next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and our classes will only get better as we go with how we can do this. So hang in there tight, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all again. All right.